here we're going through a section called the Nightmare. This one has to be crossed only during high tide, so we got up early to get going through it, to make sure that we get through it before the tide starts coming down. And after that, it's going to be a bit of a tough day because we have a lot of going up current, and much of that's going to be against the tide as well. So it's going to be a very strenuous, even though it's not very long, only 8.5 miles, but it's going to be quite a difficult day, quite tiring probably. And yeah, there's a ton of alligators here. Not right now, but really we've seen, well, a ton. I think we've seen 4 or 5 already since we started, and that's like 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes. There was one moment actually recently where we weren't sure even which way the stream itself was flowing, and I can imagine doing this at night would have been a total nightmare, just trying to find your way, especially in that one place. So here it's not bad at all, but man, there are places where it's really, really tough. Let's look behind us here. So we just made it to the Harney River Chickie, and I must say this was the most adventurous day so far. First we squeezed through the Nightmare, and that took forever. It was, just to illustrate how difficult it was, the first 2/3 took us 2 hours, and then the last 1/3 took us 20 minutes. And it was just going through those mangroves, squeezing through them. At some point I thought we were going to have to machete our way through. But then we went out at Broad Creek. Broad Creek started off broad, as the name indicates, and then it got even worse than the Nightmare. Like we had to get out of the canoe twice to just pull it through some mud, because there was just no way of going through. It was a really, really difficult day. It was a real cool adventure. This is actually what we expected when coming here to the to do this wilderness waterway. These kind of narrow passages, lots of mud, lots of mangroves. Well, lots of mosquitoes too, but that wasn't the best part of it, obviously. All right, so, oh yeah, as for the chickies, this is really the luxury accommodation of the Everglades. No mosquitoes until it gets dark, at least, so you have a good couple hours if you show up early to just relax and enjoy, you know, being here in this scenery. And what was it? Oh yeah, no alligators, but that's fine. They're not that much of a problem, it turns out. But the biggest thing, really, no mosquitoes until sundown, and no no-see-ums at all. Like even in the evening, I don't think we had no-see-ums once at any of those chickies. So yeah, this is definitely the place to stay if you go canoeing in the Everglades.